Mahomet-Seymour. We have 3 rounds of wrestling here tonight. The first round will be Mahomet-Seymour and Champaign Central. The second round will be Champaign Central and St. Thomas More. And the final round will be Mahomet-Seymour and St. Thomas More. We do not have a national anthem singer again tonight. So if you can stand,
check.
I pledge allegiance to the flag. All right, let's wrestle.
All right, it looks like our first match is going to get underway here. Taking the mat first for the Bulldogs will be sophomore Caden Hatton. It looks like from the information I have, the Bulldogs will get a forfeit from 106 all the way to 145. So the Maroons just have upper weights here, it looks like. And then the Maroons have 3 more forfeits in the upper weights. Wow, we will not see many matches here. The Bulldogs have already won this meet. They already have 60 points. And joining me now is the heart and soul of Bulldog TV, the man responsible for all this, Simon Anderson. How are you doing, Simon?
I'm doing great. Thanks for the awesome introduction as always.
No problem. You know, we did a lot of the broadcasts last year, and these Bulldogs kept getting better and better throughout the season, culminating in an Elite 8 state berth. And I think they look just as good this year. Our first match of the night will be at 152, Braden Heinhold for the Bulldogs and Nick Demos for Champaign Central. Wrestlers go right to tie-ups and hand fighting off the whistle. Fighting for that inside control. Heinhold drops to a shot. It was a single, but he switches temporarily to a double, back to the single. Heinhold's good in that single leg position. I'd like to see him get 2 hands on it. Heinhold up to his feet. Breaks his grip and tries to go for the cradle and then has his head outside. Good action here in the first period, in the first 40 seconds of this 152-pound match. Heinhold's able to scramble around for 2. Sorry, this is Liam Pottenberg from Champaign Central.
Nick, were you able to do any scouting of the opponents before tonight, or anyone you know from previous years?
No, not really. There is a Hall that wrestled for Champaign Central last year and placed 6th, but he doesn't look like he's in the lineup tonight against the Bulldogs. Heinhold with a 2-0 lead the last 35 seconds of this first period. He's been riding pretty tough, but hasn't really been able to hook up any kind of pinning combination. Braden on that single leg shot, he got in and then he kept breaking his grip instead of staying strong with 2 hands around 1 leg.
Yeah, he sure seemed to be looking or feeling for something, didn't look to be pressing for anything. I'm kind of surprised with the entire period winding down that Coach Ledden didn't maybe ask him to cut or go for a bigger point deficit leading into the second period here.
And Pottenberg will choose down. Good stand-up by Pottenberg. Looking for hand control and then tries a switch and basically falls on top of Heinold and comes around to get the reversal. Heinold keeps moving though, pops up and then tries to hit his own switch, but Pottenberg's able to stop it. Another hard switch by Heinold, and he comes around for the 2-point reversal. 4-0 now in the second period.
4-2.
Oh, 4-2, sorry, yes.
The reversal from Pottenberg.
Heinold really likes chicken wings on top. We saw him do a few chicken wing tilts last week.
He was kind of digging for one in the first period, but it looks like Pottenberg's gotten the message, keeping his arms, elbows in and arms forward.
Braden was 30-8 last year with 17 falls. He lost in the blood round of sectionals. Not much the wrestlers can do here on the edge. Last 35 seconds of this period and we'll get a restart.
It's been almost exactly a year since I was doing this with you, Nick. It was regionals, so it's odd to get a season start at this time. I'm sure you talked plenty about it the last broadcast, but it's weird to get, you know, first few dual meets of the year in April, late April, early May instead of in December.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen each other in person since everything shut down.
I think you're right.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't think I'd like the wrestling season to be in the spring permanently, but there are benefits to a spring season. I mean, the sun's always out, the weather's nice. Typically, in a normal wrestling season, you wake up, it's dark, you go to school, go to practice, you leave practice, it's dark.
Yep.
So that would definitely be a pick-me-up if I was still competing.
Looks like oh, sorry, go ahead.
And I was going to say, with the heat, it's easier also to shed the weight when you need to.
That's right. Heinold chooses down to start the third. Looks like a referee's going to own that one. No one gets a caution. But I was partly bringing up the 1 year gap there is watching Heinold wrestle. He fell victim to a pretty difficult loss in the regional championship on stalling calls.
Yeah, I think it was the Normal West wrestler had his legs in for a lot of the match, and Heinold got quite a few stalling calls that we kind of questioned there.
Yeah. Really digging for that switch again.
Yeah, his best is when he can get to his feet fully and hit that switch. That's where he gets a lot of his power. Four to 2, Heinold. Third period of this 152-pound match. And here's where we might see that fatigue setting in. There, Heinold got to his feet but couldn't quite hit that switch with enough power. He's going to do it again. A locked hands on Pottenberg. So Heinold, this will be a 3-point reversal. 2 for the reversal, 1 for the locked hands. And now, oh, and does he get the wing right away? Great transition there. The ref is counting, but Pottenberg's shoulders are not completely flat.
Some good chain wrestling right there.
Yeah, that's one thing I highlighted in the last broadcast, was that's something the Bulldogs did really well last year, was going from neutral right to a pinning combination, or in this case, a reversal right to a pinning combination. It's 9 to 2 now. Braden needs another point to get the 4-point major decision for the team. Doesn't look like that will happen. But Braden Heinold will get the first victory from an actual match of this meet. It's technically 64-0 right now with the forfeits. Ooh, and we might have a Okay, I thought we were going to have one of the second teamers take a match, but this is the starter, senior Peyton Myers. Will wrestle against Nick Demos from Champaign Central. We've seen some pretty wild matches from Peyton Myers, Simon.
Yeah, he loves to roll around, and he sure doesn't shy away from a good throw.
No, he does not.
It might put him in trouble here and there, but for the most part, he knows his control. He knows his position. Really tends to mix things up.
Yeah, and I was surprised last week he actually got tossed to his back. He had a big lead, but I think that was fatigue had set in by then, because he usually doesn't lose those 50-50 throwing positions. Both wrestlers still looking for an opening in this 160-pound match. A reach by Demos, and Myers is able to throw him by, come up on top for the takedown. Good action by Demos there, popping right to his feet and peeling the hands. It's 2-1 now in favor of Myers. Demos takes a shot with his double leg with his head in the middle and drives Myers off the mat.
I was just thinking, if I were Demos, based on how easily he got Peyton to step and just almost, he didn't look like he was trying too hard for that knee reach and pick. I'd be working for that setup again, because Peyton's kind of got a more upright stance.
Myers digging in for underhooks now, looking for some of that upper body stuff we alluded to. Myers had a nice duck under from that tight collar tie position last week. Oh, he reaches out and trips it, and he gets Demos on his back. The ref is counting. He's looking for Demos' flat shoulders, but Myers doesn't have a great grip. Demos is able to fight off his back, but Myers gets the 3-point near fall. Myers on top, working for a power half without the legs in. Looks like he's trying to slip the legs in. Final 10 seconds of this first period. Myers definitely in range of the major decision, if not the tech fall. Peyton will choose bottom to start this second period. Last year, also, Peyton wrestled way above his weight.
I was going to bring that up. You said it's his senior year, I believe, right? It's
Yep.
nice to see him, back at a weight where hopefully his strength can do the most damage. But he impressed a lot of people, including me, and how well he did at, wrestling up so much for an entire season.
Myers tripods, then works for a hand, but turns into Demos, and Demos almost catches him on his back for a near fall. Now Demos sinks the half. Myers fights it off. Nice movement, and he gets out for his 1-point escape. Myers not really getting in his stance.
Yeah, I'd like to see him circle a little more to create some space versus backing up so far. He went about the distance of the entire mat.
Yeah, we really haven't seen Peyton shoot this year. Be nice for him to get off a shot.
Little level change, but still no penetration forward.
Oh, tries a hip toss, nothing going there. And Peyton Myers gets his first stalling call. We've seen this ever since the opening moments of the match. Peyton kind of shuffling but moving backwards. Level change by Myers. And an accidental hands to the face there. So the wrestlers will reset in the center. 1:05 left in this second period. Myers has a 7-point lead. Looks like Myers is just content to drive Demos off the mat. Demos there, level changes to a double, but Myers is able to elevate Demos' feet and flip him over so they go out of bounds.
If I'm Demos, I'm looking for that shot now based on how deep he's gotten once or twice. Peyton with a stalling call once already. I mean, he's down 7 points with half the match already over. If he becomes the aggressor, he could really change the pace.
Yep.
Like you said, I'd like to see Myers work on some more offense here versus waiting for it to come to him.
And I think on those shots, if Demos, yes, goes to the side, pushes with his head. Oh, but Myers reacts and is able to defend it off. We have 21 seconds left in this second period. Myers from Mahomet up 8-1. But the momentum seems to be swinging towards Demos. Duck under attempt by Myers. Punches the mat in frustration. Myers trying a hip toss there, but not really setting it up very well.
It'd be interesting to compare pace between this season and last, because I know you brought this up last time, but the fact that typical wrestling team has a full uninterrupted month of practice leading into their first competition versus this year it's 2 at the most, has got to have made a difference on everybody's stamina and ability to go three full rounds.
And Myers will take an injury time. He has that brace wrapped around his shoulder. I know he's had shoulder issues before, but not sure what the issue is here. Oh, might be sick to his stomach. So yeah, just exactly what you're saying. These wrestlers are not quite in match shape yet. And these Bulldogs are going to have to basically compete their way into shape with as much as they wrestle over the next few weeks.
Oh yeah, Coach Ledden did not hesitate to schedule as much competition as he could.
Yeah, it's a full dual meet season, which you would normally see spread over 3 months or maybe 2 months, shoved into 1 month.
And I think part of that too, of course, is just the sheer fact with, COVID and how difficult it was to get competitors on teams and the combined seasons, because varsity baseball is happening at the exact same time. Packing the schedule like that hopefully gets more competition for more people. As we just saw, Central has usually got a full lineup, because half their team's missing.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely can't have tournaments right now where we're at. So you got to schedule all these duels. So Demos turns into Myers. Myers can't get his hips out. If Demos hooks a leg, he will probably come around for the reversal here. The central bench yelling at Demos to hook the feet. Myers holding on for dear life, hoping for a stalemate. And he gets it. No change in position. Demos will stay down. Eight to 1. Myers needs another point to get the major. Now 2 points to get the major, as it's 8-2. Central bench getting pretty excited. They can sense blood in the water, and Demos takes a good shot, but Myers is able to flip him out of bounds.
Must have been a knee there, because Peyton looked like he had both feet in bounds. His knee, I'm guessing his knee must have touched just outside.
I think there was a limb outside the circle there. Peyton is dangerous in that shot defensive. I wouldn't even call it a cow catcher, because he just grabs something and is able to flip or elevate his opponent. So 51 seconds here. 8-2 lead for Myers. Myers has one stalling call. Low shot attempt there off the whistle. Demos drops in on a double again. Myers elevates, but they roll out of bounds. If you're Myers, you just stand in the middle of the mat, let him take that double, flip him over top of you and come on top.
It seems so. I mean, it looks like he would have had it several times by now if there was just real estate behind him.
Yeah, Myers is getting that chest wrap and just elevating Demos.
I'm pretty shocked. There it is. As I was about to say, I'm pretty shocked he hasn't been hit with a second stalling call yet.
Demos gets another point for that stall warning, and it is now 8-3, 24 seconds left in this 160-pound match. Demos not really taking advantage of the opportunity he has here. Tries another shot. Myers stops the arm and drives Demos out. 4 seconds left.
Coach Ledden's signaling circle.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
And clock didn't start, but that's the match.
You know, in that situation, you know, Myers has the match in hand, but it would be good practice just to get used to circling when the pressure's on.
Absolutely. And it's definitely something I know they do in the wrestling room.
Yeah, you know, with so much competition, there aren't as many practices. So a lot of these competitions you might have to see as practice this year. At 170, senior Gage Granadino will represent the Bulldogs against Asher Katowski from Champaign Central. Gage, a returning state qualifier, has spent a lot of time in the varsity lineup over his previous 3 years. Gage with an outside collar tie snap down. That looked awkward, but Katowski couldn't take advantage. Katowski in on a high crotch to the left. Gage defends.
Giving him some funk he didn't expect, I think.
I mentioned at the top of the broadcast that I'd really like to see Gage take more shots in these matches tonight. A sweep single from Katowski, but he keeps his hand on the head of Granadino. Granadino drops underneath for a single, can't get it, rolls through. Keeps the arm, and he's able to step over the hips for a 2-point takedown.
I like the movement there.
Gage comes right in with the legs. They're in a crab ride. Gage able to pull Katowski back, and I think just got a 1 count. Granadino really tough on top, especially once he gets those legs in. Big crossface from Granadino looking for the cradle, but Katowski flattens out. Gage sinks a half, but will pull Katowski off the mat for a restart. 44 seconds left, 2-0 Granadino. Gage covers left side, chops, and he's looking for a tilt right off that chop. But Katowski's able to roll all the way through it, no points. Now Gage gets that right leg in. Still plenty of time for some back points here for Gage. He's got the leg in and a wing. Pulls the leg out, looking for the wing and a wrist. Now trying to, throws the leg in with the wing, is pulling Katowski back, but no count yet. 5 seconds left. Oh, sinks the half. Looking for back points at the end of the period, but he can't get any.
Kind of surprised. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'd be shocked if he didn't.
That was some nice transitioning from move to move, trying to find an opening there.
Absolutely.
The clock is not reset here. Let's see if they catch it. They do not.
Started at 140. Oh, it's not moving either. Nope. 146.
So it looks like the second period will be a few seconds short because they do have the clock running, even though it was started at 146. Katowski tries to release Granadino. Oh, and Granadino did get his escape, but Katowski drops right back in on a leg. Gage has to defend, and the action goes out of bounds. Gage with that over collar tie again. Snaps Katowski down and gets another snap down takedown. He finds the half, and that's deep.
That
he
is.
sinks the leg in. Ref is looking for the fall here, and there it is. The first fall of the night, and it's 6 points for the Bulldogs.
Plus the 14 seconds missed is yeah, at 1:28 or 1:18 left. So.
All right, we will have the next two weights at 182 and 195 will be forfeits that go to the Bulldogs. Brennan Hauser and Mateo Casillas will get their hands raised. And the next match will be at 220, where Daniel Renshaw will snap up his headgear and face Xavier Neal from Champaign Central.
They still random draw to start at the weight class, or did it just so happen to be a 106?
Randomly drew at 106. So Daniel Renshaw placed 5th in state last year. I thought he would be a state qualifier last year. The 5th place was surprising, but at the same time not, because he's a proven winner and won a lot of big matches.
Yeah, he's got a lot of grit.
Renshaw has always been a big, strong kid. I think he came in and wrestled 195. Here's a shot from Neal. Renshaw has good hips and shot defense, though. Trying to get those hips down, and they step out of bounds. I know Coach Craig Akery was working with Daniel, trying to find a good shot, something where he doesn't have to go underneath these big guys like a snatch single.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel working double overs, or looks like he got to a Russian tie there. Gets the inside leg in, wraps around the head, or behind the arms, I should say, and gets the 2-point takedown.
And that's smart positioning there. He knew where he had to put his arms to get that 2 call.
Yep.
Right into that hard half, has the far side wrist control.
Now he can maybe surfboard Neal. Oh, but he just drives him back down. Daniel needs to drop his chest a little bit. Daniel's a little high, his head's too far forward. Oh, but he's able to pull Neal over and gets the fall. Another 6-pointer for the Bulldogs. The score now is 63-0. Oh, the final score, I guess, because there is a heavyweight forfeit. The final score, it shows on the scoreboard here at 72-0. Oh, no.
Oh, so we've got a match.
We've got a match. Let's see if track wrestling.
Somewhere, I'm not sure
update.
if the team score matches.
Yeah. So it is 72-0, I believe. But we did not expect this match at heavyweight. But Crowley goes right to work with a snap down and spin. Crowley, a sophomore who last year was 38-15 with 15 falls. 38 wins as a freshman.
Yeah,
That's
no
crazy.
joke.
I believe we talked about this last year. He's looking for the classic Crowley pinning combination. Leg hooked, arm across the back. Probably going to get an elbow in the far ear.
I like his pressure, though. I mean, because...
Oh, he doesn't need the elbow in the ear.
Finds
the half, and Crowley has the central wrestler on his back. There's the fall, and another 6-pointer for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he knows how to work it, because the central wrestler sure was putting a lot of back pressure, looking like he was regaining his positioning. And Crowley sure didn't panic. He knew exactly what to do.
The Bulldogs get their 3rd victory of the season, 78-0 over Champaign Central. And we will have some JV matches here. I will try to get some Central names. Heck, I don't even know if I know all the Mahomet wrestler names. Some of these freshmen. In the second match of the night, St. Thomas More will take on Central. And for you out-of-town fans, we will keep the camera on, but we will not be with you bringing you the action. And then in the third meet of the night, it will be the Bulldogs against St. Thomas More. Trying to get some names here of these wrestlers. I believe this is a 152-pound match. Yes, it is. This is DeAndre Huey for Mahomet, a freshman. Tries to pop the elbow for a level change there. Shot by the Central wrestler, defended off. Huey has wrist control. Could probably go to a short drag there if he wanted. Ooh. I'm not sure if that was a Huey snap down that he whiffed on or if the Central wrestler snapped him down.
No, I think he was going for a head snap on Central and missed. or he took a back step he wasn't anticipating.
He's able to come around on top after that flurry and get the takedown. Central wrestler kind of clamming up here. Huey doesn't have many options. Maybe he could look for a crossface. Huey gets a cross wrist and is able to drive the Central wrestler down to his belly. The first period ends with Huey up 2-0. This is Jackson Dillow from Champaign Central. Dillow will go down to start the second period. Huey covers left side, looks for a chop, is able to get Dillow flat. Good forward pressure from Huey here. Ooh. Slams Dillow back down to the mat and finds a chicken wing.
Wastes no time running around.
Loses the wing, but has Dillow on his back, and there's the fall for Huey. First high school victory for the freshman. I think there is one more match. Looks like senior and captain Hayden Nelson, who wrestles 170. Hayden was one of those, like Peyton Myers, who kind of bumped around between 152 and 170, filling in wherever he could. Oh, nice. Fireman's keeps the arm trapped, but can't hold the Central wrestler on his back. Hayden's going to go to work on his feet.
I like how Central didn't back down there. He gets right up and gets right back into the action. He's thinking, okay, it's my turn. Well, Hayden count as well.
I'm trying to get a name for this Central wrestler. Nelson from Mahomet up 4-1. Going to work on top now. I think Hayden came in as like a 120-pounder his freshman year, all the way up at 170. There he has a wing and a wrist. Was getting a count. Only 4 swipes, but he gets the 2-point near fall.
Digs the arm out. Trying to put the bar on his back. Doesn't work out.
Nelson in control of this match. Is trying to pull the wing over his knee now. He doesn't want to run it out of bounds. He should almost reach under and grab the wrist under the belly and then pull the central wrestler back onto the mat over top of his knees.
Chooses to cut him with about 34 seconds left.
Pops the elbow. The central wrestler falls to his belly, and Hayden's able to spin around for 2. Hayden gets a leg in. Can he get a power half to end this? Oh, he finds a regular half, sinks it, and he might get a fall. 15 seconds left. Central wrestler fighting well, but Hayden Nelson does get the fall. First action of the year for Hayden Nelson, and he looked pretty darn good. Nelson right now is behind Gage Granadino at 170. That's some good depth to have.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
that concludes I think it concludes our first meet. Yes, it does. We don't have any more matches. So the Bulldogs win the varsity 78-0, and then they win 2 JV matches for their third. This was their third victory of the season. Now, up next will be Champaign Central against St. Thomas More, and like I said, we'll leave the camera on for that, and then we'll come back with the Bulldogs taking on St. Thomas More. So before we head out, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Thank you to Busey Bank, Christie Clinic, D1 Networks, Jackson Quality Construction, Subway of Mahomet, Classic Plumbing, First State Bank of Forest, BSN Sports, and McDonald's of Mahomet. So once again, thank you for watching, and we will be back with you shortly.
For 150 years, you've believed in Busey. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. We thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family for generations. Busey, fulfilling dreams since 1868.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363.
One company is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year. Sounds like a big number, doesn't it? Not to Express Employment Professionals. Are you looking for the right opportunity? Choose Express for a new job or the next step in your employment. We take pride in connecting the right people with the right company. Let us help. We'll open doors for you. Express is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year.
Mahomet-Seymour alumni Jordan Rock on how high school students are important to Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
I think some important considerations in high school banking are how much money you're going to set aside for the future, because I remember getting my first paychecks, I just wanted to spend it all at once, and that's really not a good idea. So I think one of the important things is to figure out how you're going to save the money, and also setting some money aside to spend and have some fun with.
I'm Ryan Heiser. I work at Fisher National Bank of Mahomet. Please stop by and see us soon.
Stop by and meet Ryan and Jordan and the team of Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs.
We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
Hi, come see me, State Farm Agent Darwin Boston, and my team in downtown Mahomet.
For 150 years, you've believed in Busey. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. We thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family for generations. Busey, fulfilling dreams since 1868.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363.
One company is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year. Sounds like a big number, doesn't it? Not to Express employment professionals. Are you looking for the right opportunity? Choose Express for a new job or the next step in your employment. We take pride in connecting the right people with the right company. Let us help. We'll open doors for you. Express is on a mission to put 1 million people to work each year.
Mahomet-Seymour alumni Jordan Rock on how high school students are important to Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
I think some important considerations in high school banking are how much money you're going to set aside for the future, because I remember getting my first paychecks, I just wanted to spend it all at once, and that's really not a good idea. So I think one of the important things is to figure out how you're going to save the money, and also setting some money aside to spend and have some fun with.
I'm Ryan Heiser. I work at Fisher National Bank in Mahomet. Please stop by and see us soon.
Stop by and meet Ryan and Jordan and the team of Fisher National Bank of Mahomet.
Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs.
We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
Hi, come see me, State Farm Agent Darwin Boston, and my team in downtown Mahomet.
For 150 years, you've believed in Busey. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. We thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family for generations. Busey, fulfilling dreams since 1868.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bulldog TV. I'm Nick Morphew with you here tonight. Also joining me is Simon Anderson. And in our first match of the night, the Bulldogs beat Champaign Central 78-0. In about 3 minutes or so, the Bulldogs are going to take on the St. Thomas More Sabres. Now, the Sabres are forfeiting a lot of weights. The Bulldogs have technically already won this meet. They are ahead 54-0 when you factor in the forfeits, and there will be 5 matches that we will be showing you tonight. Coach Ledden is rotating his lineup and putting in a lot of his backups, so we'll see some freshmen get their first matches on the varsity level, which should be exciting to see the start to their careers. Upcoming events here on Bulldog TV, or I should say upcoming wrestling events. Next week we have 2 triangulars on Tuesday and Thursday. Both start at 6 p.m. The Thursday night meet is senior night against Monticello and Cumberland. And then we have a Saturday meet at 10 a.m. against Springfield and Central. And Coach Ledden said he was really looking forward to seeing the Springfield team. He hears they're quite strong this year. So a lot of Bulldog wrestling action coming up. And Simon, this was the first time you got to see these Bulldogs in person. Anything stand out to you from that first meet?
I like the movement. I like, we pointed out a couple instances of chain wrestling and getting points where maybe the opponent was caught off guard or not expecting it. On the negative side, obviously I think the lack of practice, and I'm not talking technique, I think strictly going a full 3 periods, the ones that did, it's pretty obvious on both sides, of course. It's tough to enter a season with such a short time frame for getting prepared. So I think conditioning is a focus that every team is really concerned about this season.
Yep. And, you know, I've had the opportunity to do a variety of different sports, and nothing compares to the conditioning of wrestling. I would come off a cross-country season and go into wrestling, and I wasn't prepared for that, even having done cross-country. So
it's a different kind of fit. It's an argument I would have with a lot of my friends growing up all the time about, you know, everyone, you know, anyone who competes in soccer or cross-country or football, and then you get on the wrestling mat and you think 6 minutes sounds like such a short time, but it's an intensity that a few experience.
Yep, if you think about it, it's a lot of sprints. A series of sprints, basically, and you're not just using your lower body to do it. You're using your arms and your back and your neck a lot, and it definitely wears on you. I like to think of wrestling as a sport that makes you compromise between strength and bulk and stamina. You have to find that perfect spot that works for you.
I agree.
So, as I mentioned, there are going to be a lot of forfeits this meet. It will technically start at 120 pounds, but the first match will be at 132, where freshman Gage Decker will wrestle Garrett Unger from St. Thomas More. Due to the lack of matches in these meets, we had to observe a little bit of a wait period. Wrestlers are required by the IHSA to have 45 minutes between matches, so that's why there was a little bit of a delay here before getting this meet underway.
And before we get into the thick of things, I want to do a quick shout out and thank you to you, Nick. I don't know if people at home know, but he is the brains behind all our fun new infographics that we've been showing. I think they're great, so I definitely want to give credit where it's due. So thanks for all the hard work you're doing for us.
Oh, thank you. And I will give my own thanks to Chris Casillas, mother of Mateo Casillas. She gives me all the pictures that I use for those things. And also thank Ryan here with us, working behind the scenes here, doing a great job.
Absolutely.
All right, up first we have Gage Decker, a freshman from Mahomet. He is the third Decker brother to come through this program, and there's still one in the junior high. So we'll be seeing Decker in a Mahomet singlet for a few more years now. Decker with a high crotch right off the whistle, switches over to the double, and drives Unger to the mat and slides right into a half on the edge. Decker's holding Unger down, but will not be able to steady himself, and they go off the mat. Great to see the energy from the freshman here. He's been practicing for a while, and this is his first taste of competition, so he's ready to go, you can tell. Stand up by Unger, Gage with a return. Going straight to that half again. Pretty basic stuff, and now he reverses it. Good adjustment there. Decker is tightening things up. Plenty of time here. And there's the fall for Gage Decker. His first high school win, and that's a 6-pointer for the Bulldogs. Nice energy and aggressiveness there by Decker. All right, we will have a couple more forfeits, and that will lead into the 152-pound match where Taylor Tarter will represent the Bulldogs, and he will face off against August Christhilf from St. Thomas More. One of the big names that will be wrestling in this meet is Mateo Casillas at 195. This will be Mateo's first action of the year. One of the big names for the Bulldogs, and that they're counting on, not just this year, but in future years. All right, here's the 152-pound match. Taylor Tarter from the Bulldogs. Snap down by Christhilf. Grabs the near ankle and spins around for an early takedown the first 10 seconds of the match. Christhilf has either a cross wrist or he's got the arm trapped underneath. If he wants that butcher, he needs to go to the cross face though. Christhilf should really be trying to peel the hand off his wrist. Sorry, Tarter should be working to peel the hand off his wrist. And it looks like we have an early blood time on the mat. The ref signaled a point for Tarter. I'm not sure if there was an illegal move there. No, they took the 1 point off the board. Whoa. All right, the blood has stopped. It looks like we'll get back to action. Christhilf from St. Thomas More took a shot right in the opening seconds of the match. Was able to get Tarter down. The Bulldogs are 3-0 on the year. I mentioned last meet that Coach Ledden coming into this year was tied atop the MS wins leaderboard, and he now is in a place by himself on top of that leaderboard after getting 2 wins last weekend. That's really quite the accomplishment for Coach Ledden, to be the all-time winningest coach at Mahomet-Seymour.
Absolutely. I mean, say it time and time again, Mahomet-Seymour's got one of the richest wrestling traditions in the state, so it's pretty awesome.
Tarter is cut, and the wrestlers go back to their feet. Tarter with a tentative shot. Christhilf goes back in on a high crotch. Circling around, Tarter loses his balance and falls on his rear, and Christhilf will get the 2-point takedown. Wrestler action is stopped for a headgear adjustment. Christhilf will release Tarter, and it is now 4-2. We're still only about 50 seconds into this match. There's a shot by Tarter, but taken from distance, and Christhilf is able to sprawl, grab the inside, or grab the near ankle and spin around for 2. Tartar released again. Christoph looks like he's looking for that left side high crotch. There it is again. Not the cleanest of shots, but Tartar falls to his hip. Christoph Hilf gets his 4th takedown of the match. Another release by Christoph. Oh, he actually, well, I think he dropped into a double there. Head outside on that left side again. Now Christoph's climbing up the back, and Tartar's in trouble, might give up back points, but he's able to roll to his belly. Christoph will work on top here with 5 seconds left to go in this period. Oh, and it looks like he gets a butcher. Tartar's on his back and gets pinned with 2 seconds left in the first period. So the Sabres score their first points. A 6-point victory there by August Christoph. The score is now 30-6, but there will be more forfeits rolling in here for the Bulldogs. Peyton Myers, Gage Granadino, and Brennan Hauser will all get forfeits. 18 points to the Bulldogs. I think they will be up 48-6 going into the 195-pound match. And this is the first time we'll get to see sophomore Mateo Casillas. Mateo down at the same weight that he was last year, which works well for the Bulldogs lineup. I tell you, Simon, from 138, Logan Hillard is a senior. From him all the way through the end is a solid Bulldog lineup. That is great to hear. And I hear they're making each other work in the room. I know their time in the room is limited, but I heard Mateo and Renshaw had a pretty great match against each other just for kicks at the intra-squad meet that they do at the beginning of every year to determine the depth chart. Even though they're at 2 different weight classes, but Coach Ledden likes to lead them in a mock match before the season starts. Mateo's a physical wrestler. I think that's what's most impressive. That's what impressed me about his freshman year, was that he was so physical as a freshman. Mateo looking for a tilt here, trying to get the St. Thomas More wrestler. This is Brody Cuppernell from St. Thomas More. Mateo got great experience. I think he made it to the blood round of sectionals, but then he also wrestled in the team sectional and down at team state. Valuable experience for his freshman year. And he's also one of the athletes, feeling the effects of the pandemic schedule, splitting his time right now between this and varsity baseball. Yep, a pitcher and right fielder for the Bulldogs. In fact, last Saturday he was playing in a baseball doubleheader instead of wrestling. Oh, there, Cuppernell drops in on a leg. Mateo looks like he's going for a shin wizard. There he gets his hips on Cuppernell, circling to his free leg, picks up the near ankle and comes around for 2. That was textbook shot defense there from Mateo. That's how I teach it to my club kids. Circle to your free leg, grab that near ankle. Mateo looking for the tilt, but he's not really driving forward and then rolling to the side. He's just trying to sling Cuppernell to the side. Yeah, I was thinking the same. He knows what he wants to go for, but it looks like he's sacrificing a little position for a hurried move. Yeah, 5 seconds left in the first period. I think Mateo will definitely be one of those wrestlers who will get his name up on the banners and the all-state banners in the wrestling room. I think so. He's got a lot of promise. I mean, there are some small technique things he does need to fix, like we saw on that tilt. Last year, I think, was a good growing year because there were some times where his strategy and tactics maybe didn't match the score on the scoreboard, and I think he learned from those mistakes. So he's just going to grow and definitely become a big point scorer for the Bulldogs. Well, he already is a big point scorer for the Bulldogs. Yeah. Mateo with a switch, tries a long double, fended off by Cuppernell. Mateo digs in and underhook to a high crotch, cracks Cuppernell down and gets the takedown. He is now up 7-1 in this second period. Wrestlers are on the edge. Not much they can do here. They'll get restarted. Mateo will choose to cut Cuppernell. You know, I think we're seeing maybe some first match jitters from Mateo as well. That first match of the season, it's not that you doubt yourself, but you know, it's first time going at it in a long time. He's looking for that underhook. He looks like he wanted to change levels to that high crotch again, but then decided to go to double unders. Oh, Mateo loses position there and falls to his back, but has the strength to roll to his belly. You know, he came out pretty hard in that first period. Are we starting to see that catch up to him a little bit?
You know, and I think you're right. The jitters, it's maybe not. He didn't seem so hesitant in the first period, but, you know, maybe that conditioning we were talking about, how, you know, hey, I'm in shape for a particular sport, I'm ready to go. You get on the mat and realize, all right, one period, maybe I need to find my pace here. And
yeah, Mateo definitely wants to move forward. He's just not able to clear Cuppernell's head and hands defense quite yet. That takedown by Cuppernell got him back in this match. It is now 8-4 Mateo. Both wrestlers standing up a bit in their stances here. Mateo tries to shoot a left side high crotch. Didn't really have the angle, kind of shot across the body there. Mateo drops in. It looked like he wanted to go head to the left side on a double, and now he's just stuck in a single up to a high post, pushes the knee off, and turns towards the head, but he does get the takedown at the end. Typically, I would say you would want to turn towards the legs there. In that
I think
situation.
he was following some pressure that, you know, a torque that Cuppernell was putting on him. Not exactly. I wouldn't go that direction either, but got him the 2 in the end.
10-4 as we start this third period. Cuppernell, I believe, picked neutral. Mateo's been heavy with his left hand collar and then looking for the right side underhook. Mateo trying to give himself some distance with some head snaps or pulls there.
Nothing amounted from that shot, but I almost like it more than some of his previous ones. He had a lot of level changes and penetration, but head down, ended up underneath. At least this one he maintained control. His chest was up, head was up, didn't get himself in any trouble.
Yeah, I talked about Gage Granadino, how I'd like to see him shoot more. Maybe with Mateo, go for quality over quantity in his matches. Mateo gets to a Russian tie but doesn't have the head position, stalling on Cuppernell. St. Thomas More, even though they're wearing green, they are red on the ref's wristband. Less than a minute left in this 195-pound match. Casillas in major decision distance. Within distance of the major decision, I should say. Mateo moving forward, but we haven't seen him take a penetration step yet. Looks like he's just looking for a stalling call, but he really needs the 2-point takedown to get the major decision. A tap, drops to the single. Mateo, releases the leg and goes to a body lock, looking for the return with 10 seconds left, and he gets it. Mateo Casillas sews up the major decision with a 12-4 victory over Cuppernell from St. Thomas More.
I like that finish. You know, you could tell he was tired. You could tell, I mean, he knew he had the match in the bag, but he's a wrestler who understands, you know, the value of an extra team point. I know in this scenario with limited lineups, not necessarily the case, but he knew he wanted the major, went for it, and got it.
It was interesting to see him give up on that initial single leg shot there at the end. He got in on the single and then moved up to the body lock. I think against a better opponent, you want to stick to the single leg there. Here is Caden Harms, a sophomore.
Camden, I think.
Oh, sorry, Camden Harms. Yes, you're right. Sophomore for the Bulldogs against Henry Whirl from St. Thomas More. I didn't get to see Camden wrestle much last year. The Bulldogs are so deep at these upper weights. This might be one of Camden's first opportunities in the varsity lineup. Yeah, since I've been coaching for the Bulldogs, the last 2 or 3 weights have always been so strong. I know that he's volunteer coaching now. Hunter Crowley was a 2-time place winner at 195, maybe 182 and 195.
Camden squeezed out a takedown there. Nice to see. Yeah, it's a solid list of upper weight wrestlers in the last 5 years or so.
Stahl and Griffith were both all-staters.
Jordan Geese was a state qualifier.
I really thought Seth Buchanan at heavyweight was going to medal last year. Fell just short.
David Weishart nearly placing in state, lost in the blood round his senior year at 195.
Oh, Whirl's able to hop his hips over Harms and get out. Oh, Harms, nice shot. High crotch, he needs to cut over to that double. There he goes.
There it is. If he needs, yeah.
Whirl with the chest wrap, but can't get Harms off balance, and Harms is able to circle back to the legs and get the takedown. Right at the end of the period, too. Too busy blabbing and not watching the clock. Whirl will take down. Harms covers. It looked like he might have gone for a chop, but Whirl ducked his head and Harms almost fell over the top. Harms with the power half, but Whirl's still on his base. Camden really needs to get him broken down. Or sorry, yeah, Camden. Does he have the cradle hooked up? I think he does. Harms pulling Whirl back. Getting back points in a far side cradle. Harms in great position with that bottom knee in the ribs, head in the temple.
He is. I like how he's trying to create that space to bring the near side down. Sticking his knee out to drive him away.
Plenty of time here for Harms to settle in. Oh, that's good. Right there. Oh, Harms breaks the grip and Whirl is able to get back to his base.
Goes looking right for the next pinning combination. Hard smash to the back of the head, looking for a half. Backs out of that. Now if he wants the near side, there it is. Stick his head in his ribs, going for the near side now.
Still plenty of time here. Oh, if he keeps that head in the ribs, I think he would have it. He's able to get it over, but when you keep your head in the ribs, you're able to get that far shoulder down. And now Harms is completely off of Whirl. This is not a good pinning position, and he loses control. Harms up now 10-2 with 10 seconds left. This is the 220-pound match.
I like what he was doing there. It's sorry, where are we on?
Whirl.
He's been putting both hands on his shoulders several times. Harms was really looking for that double clear.
Mm-hmm.
So nice to see some wrestlers reading their opponent, looking for the setups that fit the match.
Harms right to his feet, but Whirl's able to keep the lock and bring Harms down. Harms tripods up. It looks like he should be able to stand up and peel the hands off. Whirl sags Harms to the mat again. .130 left in this match. Oh, Harms reaches back and gets Whirl off balance to get the reversal. I would not recommend that move in most matches, but it worked there for Camden. I like that Harms has shown us a variety of different moves. You mentioned he's trying to do that double elbow clear. He definitely looks like a wrestler who thinks on the mat.
Yeah,
seems like he's very coachable. Stalling on the St. Thomas More wrestler.
Like to see him get off the back side if he's going to work that half. He's got to get. See, now he does.
Whirl's flat and hat. Harms has a good half. Harms gets physical with it, and he gets Whirl over again. Whirl looks pretty flat from here, and there's another 6-pointer for the Bulldogs. Camden Harms earns himself a varsity victory.
He looks pretty gassed, but he's got to be pleased with that win, I think.
Yep. Okay, McCain Didier will pick up a forfeit at 285, and Caden Hatton will get the forfeit at 106. And at 113, we will see, oh, actually, Lucas Altstetter will take the forfeit at 106. And Caden Hatton will wrestle 113. He will be taking on Gavin Clapper from St. Thomas More. Last week, Caden had some nice low shots, but he wasn't able to finish them really efficiently. I'd like to see him finish his shots really quickly here. Reaches down with one hand and gets a single leg and is able to get the takedown. Hatton looks fired up, ready to go for this match. Hatton goes from a chop to a spiral ride, then stuffs the head, looking for a Mills half. He's got the half deep and the far wrist. Trying to take Clapper straight over top of his head. Now he switches to a Merkel with the leg inside. Great physicality from Hatton here early in the match.
For sure, yeah, fired up indeed.
There, oh, Hatton might have gotten a 2 count there. Nope. Ref says no. Hatton goes right to a roll through tilt. Can't settle it down. I'd like to see Caden maybe work from his feet a little more. Just under a minute down in this 113-pound match. This is our last match of the evening. After this, Isabel Leahy will take a forfeit at 120. Hatton determined to stay on top, returns Clapper down. .27 seconds to go. They called a slam. No, unsportsmanlike on STM. So Hatton did return Clapper there pretty hard, and Clapper must not have liked that and said something or done something to give up a unsportsmanlike conduct point. Hatton gets a leg in, being real physical with this power half. He needs to get that same leg in. There he goes. Ooh, big crossface there from Hatton, and that's going to
get you called.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, I think in the small break there, Hatton's body language is saying I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, especially now 3-1, it was only 2-0 a second ago. You know, I think he's a little frustrated with the score being what it is and how many opportunities to turn him and nothing got counted. He couldn't quite get it out of his own way. I think, again, slow it down, focus on position. He's obviously got great control. We'll see what we get here in the second period.
Yeah, that's, you know, wrestling. You definitely have to be keyed up and ready to go and ready to be physical. You can't be nice out there, but there is a line.
Great. Oh, man, he capitalized on some awkward foot positioning there. Oh, nothing came from it, but I love how deep he got.
Yeah, that was a great reshot. Hatton, right off the whistle, his head's outside on that single leg. He's in a crackdown position now. Similar to a high crotch position. He's able to get his inside arm out and secure the far leg for 2. The whole gym yelling at Hatton to sink the half there. There was an opportunity that Caden missed. Caden will cut Clapper back in on a double. Dumps it over his head. If Hatton gets in between the legs and splits Clapper's legs, he would really have Clapper in trouble.
I'd like to see, so he's getting him down to his butt on these shots. I'd like to see him work up the body and take him straight to his back. No need for anything special, just keep it tight. Yep. I mean, right here's an opportunity. I know he's got his near side arm, the right arm stuck a little, but working the Turk.
Yep, is able to slip in the Turk. And he's got the collar hook, now sinks in a half. He's got to hop off the legs, probably to secure the pin.
I hope he's mat aware here and tries to sink.
And there's the fall from Hatton, another 6-pointer for the Bulldogs. Hatton's first fall of the year. I love the energy and physicality early in the season from Caden Hatton. All right, we should have one more forfeit, I think, or are they calling? Nope, that's our dual meet. The Bulldogs win this one 76-6. So that concludes our action for tonight. I'd like to thank our sponsors one more time before we go. Thank you to Busey Bank, Christie Clinic, D1 Networks, Jackson Quality Construction, Subway of Mahomet, Classic Plumbing, First State Bank of Forest, BSN Sports, and McDonald's of Mahomet. So the Bulldogs improved to 4-0 with victories over Champaign Central and St. Thomas More. Thank you all very much for joining us. Have a great weekend. I am Nick Morphew, and signing off for Simon Anderson. Once again, thank you for watching, and have a good night.
Thanks for joining us.
Pointer for the Bulldogs. Nadeo definitely wants to move forward. He's just not able to clear Cumbernaill's head and hands defense quite. He needs to cut over to that double. There he goes.
There it is. He needs to
He gets whirl over again.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363.